Hey guys, it's ARIBA and I'm back with a really fun makeover. So today we're going to be fixing my sister's ombre. She has a very harsh demarcation line and the ombre has gone really brassy. And as you can see, there's really no mid-tone happening. There just seems to be a really dark root area and then there seems to be just a single solid mid-shaft and end. So my goal today is to bring some of the lighter pieces up and some of the darker pieces down. And I'm going in with one of my favorite techniques. It's called Balayage. It's a freehand painting technique where you go in and paint on the hair color without using foil. The lightener that I'm using is Flash Lift from Redken, and I'm going in with a 30 vol on her roots and mid shaft, and on her ends I'm just using a 10 vol just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. For her low light, I've decided to foil it because it's actually quite dark. I'm using equal parts 4N and 5N in Redken Shades EQ Cover Plus, which is a demi-permanent color. Our goal today is not to necessarily go any lighter or darker. Our goal is to add variation. And we're going to achieve this by applying the lighter color to her darker pieces and applying the darker color to her lighter pieces. I'm slicing 1/2 inch thick sections and I'm painting in a V. And I'm going in a little bit more heavy on the corners and going right up to the root, and then in the middle of the section I'm just feathering it up. And I'm completely saturating the ends because I do want the ends to remain pretty solid. Balayage is actually one of my favorite things to do as a hairdresser, and I've specialized in it in the past year. As you can see, the lowlights are very fine. I don't want to go any darker. I just want to add a little bit of variation. We definitely want to brighten things up around her face, so I'm going to continue with a diagonal section and I'm painting in highlights a little bit higher up and closer to her root area around her face, and then I'm going in and feathering it in the remaining section. And again, completely saturating the ends. I'm only applying the low light to her already pre-lightened areas. I'm not applying it to her regrowth at all. A nice bright piece around her face. I can do this all day. It's so much fun. I do this all day. I call this one the money shot. It's right where she parts her hair. Perfect. So now we have this funny looking like science experiment happening, and I'm going to let her sit for about 30 minutes before I shampoo her out. I'm toning her hair with Redken Shades EQ Gloss. I'm using equal parts of 8V and 7NB. The toner is what gives the lightened pieces their actual color. I know every client in the world wants big, sexy, wavy hair, but I wanted to smooth her hair pretty straight so that you can actually see the color clearly. For her tone, we were able to remove all of the brass and she's left with more of a neutral finish. And we're done. We went from an ombre to a sombre, which has a lot more highs and lows. So pretty. This was the before. We don't miss that one at all. And this is the after, and because we applied the color freehand, there's no harsh lines from the foiling, so now her color will grow out a lot more natural. And she'll get a lot more longevity with her hair color. I hope you guys are enjoying my makeovers. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And if you aren't already, be sure to follow my Facebook page and Instagram and my blog millennialmama.ca for more hair inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe.